All right, well, welcome back to Emory Board Productions, and I wanted to take you through another example of repeated addition. Again, using the action language that kids will understand intuitively, since it's a language they use every day, and to help them get these fundamental concepts down, especially in dealing with math stories, so that when the numbers get more complicated, it won't be struggling with the concept and memorizing the formula alone that'll help them through it. At this point, we're back in the Western Pacific in the warm, tepid waters of Maui, and a diver visiting Maui wanted to be seen with underwater marine life, an octopus, an eel, and a nudibranch, which is nothing more than a colorful snail, at each of the following dive sites, local dive sites: Molokini, Lanai, Lahaina, Molokai. And in the end, the question is, how many combinations of marine life and dive sites would there be in the photographs that this diver wanted to have taken? And let's see what happens here. We need to stick with our discipline of action language, because the more that we do it, the more consistent we are, the easier it will be for the children. In this case, you might write down in a clumsy first effort 4 dive sites with 3 marine animals at each site. And you might boil that down after some thought to 4 sets of 3. And so in our math sentence, we would use this action language and simply say 4 sets of 3. Now, I'm sorry, in our number sentence. In our math sentence, it would be what you see in traditional math books. It would look like this: 4 times 3. And then we know the solution is 12, but the real question, especially at this age, to drive home is 12 what? Answer with meaning. 12 combos of marine life and dive sites. Let's just abbreviate ML and DS. Let's move along a little bit here and see how you might have to go about teaching this to kids. Again, we're dealing with something called cross-product multiplication, and just a couple of weeks ago we were just in addition, so don't feel like this is over the head of your kids, but let's see how they might be taken through just by using action language, how this might happen. We've got 4 sets, 4 islands: Molokini, Lanai, Molokai, Lahaina, and in each set we have 3 marine animals. We've got an octopus, we've got the nudibranch, and we've got the eerie-looking eel. In Lanai, again, the second set, we've got 3 different marine life specimens, and the same for Molokai and Lahaina. Now, you might actually cut out a construction paper what your idea of a Hawaiian island looks like. I didn't bother to do it here. I did my best with the artwork. It's rather poor, but it gets the point across. If you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 1, 2, 3, the kids can go ahead and join Molokini, joined with Lanai, joined with Molokai, joined with Lahaina, and they're going to come up with 12 combinations of marine life and dive sites. Yeah, if they're not quite ready for repeated addition, for cross-product multiplication, and you want to stick with the concept of repeated addition, this will still lend itself to that. It's a little bit more in the way of messing around with the manipulatives, but let's take it here again. Molokai, Molokai, Molokai. Remember, you might have a little cutout map of what your idea of what Molokai looks like. Molokai is going to have an octopus, Molokai is going to have a nudibranch, Molokai is going to have an eel. Lanai, Lanai, Lanai. Lanai is going to also have all 3 of those marine life creatures. The same with Molokai, and that was Molokini. This is Molokai, and the same with Lahaina. All the children will do at this point is probably add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to come up with their 12 combos. Any which way they figure it out is absolutely correct. The important thing here is that, yes, we're doing a fairly complex math story. It normally takes cross-product multiplication. It can be done with repeated addition, and the kids can do this math if you use the action language and some appropriate manipulatives. Thanks so much for tuning in to Emory Board Productions, and we'll see you again soon.